All right. Hello, everyone. On this Good Friday evening. How's everybody doing?
Good.
There we go. Get an alert.
All is well.
Good.
And how are you?
I'm good. I done had 2 drinks. I'm lovely.
Ah,
Well,
wait, what you
good.
got?
Me?
Yeah, what you drinking?
Tea and whiskey.
Ah, that's
Hey,
sweet.
Monique.
Hey, Monique.
Danielle, are you drinking something? Are you sipping on
I
something?
am.
What are you sipping on?
Water.
Dear heart.
Stay hydrated.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Tara. Well, I am here. Haven't seen y'all in a minute, but I am here with the lovely ladies of Raw, Miss Tayrus, Danielle Allen, and Miss Bailey West to talk about their collaboration, their Valentine's collaboration. So we are wrapping. I think people are still celebrating Valentine's, even though it's Black History Month. I think people are still, I saw a lot of couples when I was out having my drinks at happy hour this evening. So I think love is still in the air. I think the pandemic has brought people, and I heard it did tear up some stuff, but I believe it has brought a lot of people closer together. People have found some love on these wonderful apps. I ain't been one of them, but
Same.
it's all good. It's all good. Hello, ladies. I can't see who some of these people are. I'm gonna have to log in, but welcome. So tell us, refresh our memory how this all came about. And I love the name Raw. I love it. And I've been using it. The lovely ladies of Raw. I do know that it was Danielle's idea. So Danielle, tell us how it all came about.
So I was talking to Tay, and she was saying that she didn't know what she was gonna do next, and then Valentine's Day was the next holiday coming up, and I was like, "Oh, a short." And then I was like, "All right," because we already have a group chat. So I was like, "Let's see if Bailey wants to do it." And that really was it was a random thought. And then I was like, "Hey guys, y'all want to do this? All right, I'm gonna finish this pole piece I'm working on, but when I finish, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do this." And we got it done.
We did.
I love all 3 of them. I noticed you guys say that in the beginning they could be read in any order. So I feel like I read them in a order. So I read Bailey's first because then when I read Danielle's and I read Tay's last. But in each one, so when I got to Danielle's, it talked about Lachey. I was on the other live when Bailey said she didn't like the name Lachey, so I'm laughing. When Lachey went on her scavenger hunt. So when Danielle talked about it, it was like, oh, right, okay. So I feel like the way, I'm not saying everybody have to, but I feel like the way I read it was in an order. Although y'all say there is no order, but it felt like I read it in an order. So did you guys collaborate on what each story would be about, or was it just go? Just here's the premise and just go for what you know.
I think it was so weird because once Danielle came up with the idea, wait a minute, because I'm try this because I feel left out. Everybody got glasses on except for me. So when Danielle came up with the idea, she said let's do it, and so but she was working on something else. So we started. This is uncomfortable. She started texting back and forth, and then she was still working on her pole piece. So Tay and I were mostly doing a lot of the talking. So we individually started writing, and then when we came together, they were pretty seamless. Like we all talked about the bottomless mimosas. We put a little snippet of each other's character in the book. Like we just did it without really having a whole lot of conversation about it. So that was the cool part about it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna start off with, since I went in some kind of order. I love the scavenger hunt.
Me too.
um, I didn't. I said this is not my friend who wrote this section in the beginning. I don't know who this is who wrote this. Like,
Listen,
I was like,
So I was following directions. Danielle said, because y'all, everybody know Danielle is the fast one in the group. Danielle said,
oh my God.
let's write these stories, and it's just going to be like brunch set, right? So I was like, okay, that's what I did. And then I read theirs, and I was like, did somebody?
I mean, like,
I think that was me though.
you see me stuttering. Like, I literally had to say, okay, this is not my friend who wrote this. I have to say this is Bailey West, but Bailey West is my friend. And I was like, you know how you read something and you go, oh,
Yeah, no.
hmm.
I was just following directions, and then I read theirs, and I was like,
But this is the thing. Like, they're in two different places, and they getting it on like they was right together. And I just was like, well, damn, I didn't know. I mean, you wrote sex scenes before, but okay, Miss
yeah.
West.
I know. I was just, she got me because my characters be going to church. So I was really planning on my character leaving brunch, rest for Valentine's service, and just praying the whole evening away. And then they mentioned sex. So I was like, well, okay, now I have to switch my direction and do this.
I feel like I'm being thrown under the bus. So I just want to interject that we talked about it was going to be raw. We didn't talk about the frequency of sex or anything like that. So I didn't read theirs until after I was done. And so when I read Bailey's and it was sex very early on, I was like, okay, we jumping into it. I didn't expect it either. I too, Josh, I too was like, I thought, and it was a Sunday. So I felt like she could have incorporated church if she wanted to. So she not goes to the, because my characters go to church too. And so,
I said, okay, Miss West, get it. But I'm not lying. I did go, okay. But I loved it. Even though they were shorts, they were to the point. I loved it. I loved the scavenger hunt. I mean, that was really cute. Where did that idea come from, baby?
I did a scavenger hunt for my husband some years ago for his birthday. It wasn't as elaborate as that, nowhere near as sexy because I'm a square, but I think that I had the idea. You know how like they say, do for other people what you want them to do for you. I'm like, I give him a scavenger hunt because one day he'll reciprocate. Like, years, this still never happened, but that was my premise. I did a scavenger hunt for his birthday, and so I just thought of it and put it in the book.
Right, Monique, it was a really dope idea. I mean, and the whole, my feelings was about to be hurt when he said I can't come, and I said, I know he lying. I know he lying, telling me stuck somewhere. Bruh, you better find a way to get home on Valentine's Day. I know you lying. So I was in my feelings a little bit, and then when I saw what was getting ready to pop off, I was like, he got them cool points. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He could be back. He back in my good graces.
Yeah. But I really want to stress how critical, how pivotal these ladies were to the success of that story, because I'm not a short story writer. I didn't think that I really could do it because my stories are so long. But Tay was like, Bailey, you can do it. Remember you did it before? And I was like, I did kind of do it before. Okay, Tay, I can do it. And over here, I just, I can't do it. I can't do it. But they wrote their books so fast. And so then I didn't want to be the weakest link, so I went on to push through. But I really appreciate them. They really pushed me to get this done. So it was a wonderful time working with them.
Okay, I have a quick question because all of y'all did this, and I'm gonna get into Danielle's and I'm gonna get into Tay's. So now I feel stupid getting ready to ask because it just like this light bulb just went off in my head as to probably why everybody was Ubering and not driving their own cars, because they were having brunch and popping them mimosas back. Because when I was at Chase, and it's like someone was like, "Damn, they all got cars, and they all getting into Ubers." Now, like I said, it sounds dumb the way to ask this question because they was popping in mimosas.
And I actually changed mine because I had wrote that they were having the bottomless mimosas, and then originally she gets in her car and drives off, and I was like, maybe she should take an Uber, because he's a little tipsy.
All our girls were driving drunk. We all had it in our book, and I think it was saying, or Danielle's like, maybe we shouldn't encourage drinking to drive this. It's like, that's a good idea.
We didn't want to have too many risky behaviors in the short story. We stuck to one risky behavior, and that was it.
Okay, yeah. And they was risky, all right. They was really risky. So, will we see these characters again? I know you don't care for Lachey's name. You might use her middle name, but
no, actually, yeah. Yeah, you will see Lachey again, unfortunately, with that name. And no shade to Lachey's. Just not Lasha somebody, period. Like, I just didn't want her name to be that. I just didn't want it to be, but you'll see her again.
Okay. So, Miss Danielle, I loved I'm sorry, I thought I'm gonna say, don't come in here. You already know what's popping off. How you near the door. I love this story.
Thank you.
It's like a friends to lovers, deal. And it's amazing how everybody around his mother, other people could see that they made such a great couple. But the fact that they were just so in sync, and the crazy ex-wife, I was like, I wanted her to slap her. I promise you. I wanted her. I want like just real quick. Nobody's in the bathroom, in the hallway, where somebody just smack her real quick. Like, I hate the mean girls. It's like, you left me for that.
Exactly.
Out of here. So where did your story come from?
So we all had I was gonna do friends to lovers, and then we had the enemies. Tay did enemies to lovers, and then Bailey had the already established couple. And so we all had our different lane that we were in. And I was just thinking about how if you are so anti Valentine's Day, what would be like the worst type of event to go to on that day? And it's like, oh, a Valentine's wedding. And so that's where that premise came from. But just the idea of this couple not already having those feelings burning for one another, and then just in pretending, seeing this feels right. And so that's where that came from.
I did. I love them.
I did too. So why my end of my day laying in my bed reading. So I started yours, and it was like my anti-Valentine, and I'm all about Valentine's and love. And then it started off, and I said, "Oh no, I'm not doing this tonight. I'll do this tomorrow." Because if Danielle goes left on me with the whole anti-Valentine, she just is bashing Valentine's, I'm not going to bed with that on my head. So I'll wait, and I'll just wait and read this tomorrow. But I'm gonna tell you where you threw me off too, because when the former friend, the Uber driver or Lyft, whichever one y'all use, I was like, oh, that would be so dope. I'm thinking it's gonna be them. I was like, you're throwing me for a loop. Okay, so I thought I don't know. I didn't know what was, about to happen. And I said, it was so sexy. Yes. I was like, okay.
I need, if y'all know a Manny, let me know.
I know that's right.
I'm not sure who said this, but you're right. Somebody should have tripped her, slapped her, tripped her, something, because she
absolutely. She was the worst.
The word, like, how are you walking around telling people he's single because he still want me?
Right.
Like,
Who does that?
yeah, like that's just tacky to the all the way around. But
I
I
feel like it's definitely one of those egocentric, narcissistic personalities where it's like everything is about me. You still want me. I'm going to be here and I'm going to stun on everybody and I'm going to let them know that you still want me. And it's like, no, no one likes you. Like, you're a mean person.
and the fact that nobody liked her was hilarious to me. Like nobody liked you
Nobody
at
like her.
all. You right, Tara. She was delusional.
Yes, absolutely delusional.
Absolutely.
She was the worst.
I love the fact that they were true friends, that she was willing to do anything for him, for her to be anti-Valentine's. And I understood after, you even explain her character even explains why she's anti-Valentine's. I think that would do that for me too. Like, okay,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, like, you know what? Screw this day, whatever. It's just another day. Because you hear people say that I don't like Valentine's. We do love all year round. That's fine. But on Valentine's Day, I want some flowers. You better come with something. Something.
Right. Because I do agree with that. I think that Valentine's Day like should be one of many days that you're showing me all types of love. But like don't not get me anything on Valentine's Day just because you got me something on the 8th. Like I feel like the 14th, I want something too.
Right. Right. So Allegra is coming for you. She said she thought Danielle was only trying to be sultry on Clubhouse. But now I think this is real life. Oh, this is really Allegra, yeah. This is
That's
Danielle
who she is
the
all the
time.
time.
All the time.
I love sex operator voice.
Last night about her doing audiobooks because her voice. They were like, audiobooks? Said, yeah, you totally
Good. Danielle could some audio books. You
She
really
could.
I'm about to do an audiobook. Y'all got to support my new project coming out. It's gonna be an audio.
You know what?
Y'all are too funny.
I agree with Terry here. I love that he waited a day later to break the precedent when he said tomorrow. That I mean, like, yeah, I love that. That was that man that's been in tune with her for a minute.
Yes, and like he recognized that like he didn't want it to be a situation. He didn't want to continue that legacy. He wanted to build something new with her. I love them.
Yeah,
right.
Are we going to see any more of them, Danielle?
Probably. I was thinking about them the other day, but I'm supposed to be on vacation. But I was thinking about them the other day. I was just like, oh, hearts.
I know.
All right, Miss Tay, I'm gonna tell you, Yasmin, I was like this with her, like
I know.
I had a little attitude with Miss Yasmin. Like, I understand having your sister's back and all of that, but then after you introduced the sister, and the sister was like, well, "You being mean to him because of what?" Even when your sister is like, "Girl, you being extra petty," I ain't even mad. I'm not even mad at the brother like that. And I had a whole different perspective of him. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe him. I want to say cocky, but smooth and suave, but not cocky to the point where it's like, I don't dislike you. I like that. I like that. I like a little bit of cocky in you.
Yeah. It's not over the top. Like, I think it's always a little sexy for a man to like know that he's that dude, but it doesn't come off as a dick. You know, like he's confident in himself, but it's not like you. You know. Yeah. So, and it's a fine line too, because it can quickly switch to like just. So yeah, he got on my nerves too a little bit because it's like you tripping? He's none of the things you think he is.
Right. Right.
She was fighting herself
She
and her
was.
feelings. That's
was.
why she was taking so hard on him, because she was feeling him and she was like, no, I can't.
And I'm
can't.
working with you every day and I see you every day and I'm feeling you. Baby. Baby.
She couldn't, but then she did.
And they threw a mean girl in there too. I wanted somebody to pop her, like you said, in the middle of this restaurant acting a fool.
A whole fool.
Yeah.
I thought they really was gonna fight when she was like, I will drag you out of here.
Yeah.
Do it. Please do it. I just want a good cat fight. Can we just get one good cat fight?
I haven't written one of those in a while, so it feels like it's time. Like, I too love a good cat fight. Like, you know, I have been known to have one of my characters popping off and punching somebody in the face. So
it's always nice.
Always. She wants that recipe. But I feel like, and y'all can tell me if y'all agree or don't agree, I feel like Tay brought her down just a little bit when she had her, when the guy stood her up on Valentine's.
She got a bit
down the pig. Yeah.
Brought you down just a little bit. Even though it was a blind date, that still stings. Like,
right.
damn, even worthy of the blind date.
She didn't wanted to go on the date because she was a little bit lonely. And so she caved and let her mom set her up. And then to be stood up on Valentine's Day, like, you know. And then it also kind of showed how he is as a person too, because they invited him and his friends invited him and her to hang out, and they didn't like do it out of pity. They were just like, come hang with us. You know, she knew, but like they didn't treat her with kid gloves, and they just was like, you know, like, come kick it with us and just have a good time. And in doing that, she finally got to like
let her down.
Yeah, she got to let her guard down and learn about him after being a jerk. And she was a jerk.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, when she talked to her sister, and her sister was like, wait, what? Why are you? No, like, he's a good dude. Quit being stupid.
Right.
And she got her act together.
She did.
I think the sister like almost like gave her permission to move forward. Like, I feel like she like that was the green light for Yasmin to feel okay with like letting her real feelings come through, because the sister was like, girl, what?
Yeah.
No, his brother is the asshole, not him.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay.
She was like a little weird sisterly obligation, like, through all them. They must all be the same. You know?
And I did, like, I broke up with him. Like, you know, I broke with him, so you can't come by my mama's house no more. Right. No, you can't. Don't call my mama. No, my cousin can't hang out with you. I mean, I get it. I got it, you know, but it was like, dang, but you feeling him. And you work with him every day? Couldn't
I think it's realistic
for her. Mad about that, too, because she felt like she had worked so hard to get that head chef job.
Right.
She was brought in on a job she just knew was hers. You know, she was also in her feelings about that. So, you know.
Here go Monique.
Her freak flag.
Oh, yeah, she did. You know,
she sure did.
I think they all did. Y'all didn't play about that at all. I was, you know, I was like, ooh, wait. So hot, you know. Let me make a phone call. Like, what's up? What you doing today? No.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that girls, as females, do we really still do that? Do we ride hard for our friends? Like, if you don't like them, then I don't like them, and that's how it's gonna be. Or you know, can we be friends with somebody that broke up with one of our friends?
It depends on, for me, what they did. If they did something really shady, then I wouldn't want someone in my life who would do something shady. But if they broke up because they didn't work out, then it's like, I mean, you know, it's a little different. But like if it's like they cheated on them and talked to them any kind of way and put their hands on them, then absolutely not. Like they can't be friends with me.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't care what you did. If you finish with my friend, you finish with me. I Facebook friend you, I block you. I'm just that person. Like you cannot, especially with guys and my friends. Like you move, even if she was the one that caused the problem. Like we're done, son. Like that's over for me. I don't know what you're saying.
No, and you know what? I can give you a real life experience that's happening like right now. It's weird that Tay's story is about two people that work together because I'm not talking. We're friends. We're friends. They go Bailey. When the person approached me, Bailey asked me, "Let me see a picture." I said, "How you know I got a picture?" She said, "Because I know you." So, but we don't see each other because we're on two different floors, two different grade levels, the whole nine. He expressed what he's looking for. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not with that. I need a little bit more than what you're expressing that you want. So I can't be mad because you are being honest.
Absolutely.
Right. But my team and I are like this. They like
he's dead.
We see him in the hallway and they roll their eyes. I'm like, could y'all not do that?
I'll be the same way.
See, I mean, like, I don't want my business around the whole building. I mean, I shared that stuff with y'all, but can y'all not act like that? They literally told me today when we was having drinks, like, I'm pissed off that you bought him something for his birthday. I was like, it was some damn. Because we've become friends, so it's not like I'm offended by what you said, especially at this age when you're man enough to express and not play games.
Right. Yes.
He was man enough to express and not play games about what he wanted. And he respected the fact that I said, well, that's not what I want. Mm-hmm. But absolutely. I'm a giver. And I just, we talking about some $20 box of edible apples.
What?
Oh, that pause after edible could have went either way.
What you give them? So y'all a different kind of friend.
Y'all.
Go ahead. Let her finish her sentence.
Thank you. There were edible arrangements.
No, but that pause behind edible was lengthy.
I'm not fooling with y'all. It was edibles. It was edible arrangement, apples. And right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. They told me they was mad that I even did that. And I'm like, damn, y'all ride hard for me. I love that you love me like that. But it's okay. Because I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah. So I resonated with Tay's with story because I was like, yeah, I'm feeling that. I feel that. But the difference is I'm not in the kitchen. I'm not chefing at the same time as you, and I gotta peek and look over, at you like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who's that? Rosalind said, that's right. I unfriended my cousin ex and liked her, but she did my cousin dirty, so I had to cut her off. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do someone dirty, you gotta let them go. Like you can't have that energy around you.
Let me tell y'all something. Go ahead, Papa. Hey
guys! Yeah, I know. Why y'all always talking about my lives? Go ask Papa. Call him or ask TT. He just got to make it clear. Close the door, please. Thank you.
But you know what? I understand that because I don't let anybody talk about none of y'all. None of my Arthur. No. You say something off the wall, and I'm like, I'm not supporting you anymore. I won't post your stuff anymore. I won't.
Exactly.
It's almost like brand be damned. I don't, and then I'll get somebody in my ear, you really shouldn't do that. I don't care. You can't come for, especially if I've met you and I've been around you. Nah, we can't rock like that. We can't rock like that. So I love all three of them. Their friendship. So would you guys do this again together? Are there plans to do it again? So y'all know, that's that laugh. So that answers that question.
I'm gonna let Danielle answer that question.
So I feel like I can't remember which one of them in the group chat said that we should do it again. What holiday should we do next? I suggested Easter, and they shut it down. But
Why?
thank you. And I feel like last night, I feel like some great suggestions popped up. It could be called Good Friday, and like it could just be a weekend of like fun shenanigans. But they weren't trying to be about that life, and so they were with it. They
This the end of
shut
the
down the chat.
Oh, wait.
I was like, no, we can't be having sex on the day Jesus
I
rose.
agree on
I
that.
was getting ready to say, so they can go on and have phone sex or what have you for Valentine's Day, but not on.
Yeah, Valentine's Day ain't got nothing to do with Jesus.
You strong.
I can't. No, the place is shutting down.
Monique said you can do church service in that Easter book.
Girl. Somebody last night talking about Danielle's character could, or the name of the book could be Peter Cotton Chasing Tail or something. I was like, oh,
Resurrection weekend. I feel like
right. Exactly. Has more than one meaning. And he was friends with a prostitute.
Not on Resurrection Sunday.
I know.
Okay, so then so not Easter. What's next?
We definitely want to do something together again. We just don't know when yet. We threw out a bunch of suggestions, but we haven't solidified anything. But mostly too because we were sensitive to the fact that Danielle was, about to release the cask, and we just keep texting while she's trying to not sleep and work. So we haven't really brought it back to the table. But now that that's done, so we'll probably have a conversation about it at some point. But because she did release a book like a week later, Danielle.
Yeah, she was on it.
9 days.
She released something prior to that, threw that in the middle, and then threw something else. Like,
right.
You've been getting it in.
She writes so fast. She writes so fast.
It doesn't feel fast. I feel like that's just me coping with the quarantine. It's like, all right, so I'm in the house again. Guess I'll pull out this laptop.
Yeah, I mean, I've been quarantined too. I don't know. I just can't write that fast. But it's such beautiful work. It's so good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've read. Well, Danielle know one book. I'm not.
Oh, she raised hell with that one last night.
Yesterday, that was a whole. She sent people into convulsion. Yeah, they was holy water and cussing and all. So it's like it was coming from everywhere. It was bad.
With Lashira on Lashira's live?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance. What was I? I know what I was doing. I was on IG. I was on IG listening to the narrators read. And so I was trying, and then when I came back, I don't know, Lashira was somewhere in the middle of a conversation. So I had missed a lot of that. But I told Danielle, I said, I can't. And she was like, yes, you can. I was like, I heard.
Yeah, you should read it. You should.
Oh, there she goes.
You should. I feel like because it has like a deeper meaning, and if you read it, you will have all of your emotions pulled on, and you will like come out of it with a new perspective on life.
Listen, I haven't read
I was trying to keep a straight face, and I kept looking at Tay.
Yes. I think I told her that when we was in New York, and I was like, I was standing at her table, and I picked it up, and I said, "Oh yeah, I heard about this one." And I said, "No." And usually, most times you're like, "Okay," but I was like, "No, I heard, I'm gonna be mad as hell, and I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be mad." Mm-mm.
No, you won't be mad. I feel like you will be like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
What, Ayana? What are you talking about? What's she fussing at on who? She must be talking to Allegra. Well, I'm not sure people see that says Broken Clocks is a classic.
That's Rosalind.
Thank you.
It's up there. I mean, it really is. It's one of those books that in any conversation you can send people into straight whirlwind of emotions when you talk about it.
Right. So when I say that, I don't mean it, and I know Danielle knows this. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I just have heard. I heard it was an excellent book, but it's gonna take you through all of those emotions. And I know I ain't ready for that right now at all.
It's a great book, though. It's very beautifully written. It is a classic because it sparks tons of conversation. So.
Thank you.
Somebody mad.
All my feelings, child. I'd have to create a whole. When we have books like that in the readers group, I have to do a whole what you call it page.
Spoiler.
Yeah, a spoiler page. I have to do a whole spoiler page because it throws you there. And she's talking about don't be putting her business in the street. Well, right. Somebody inbox them. You don't want to put it in the street, put it in a whole chat. And tell people help us. So like what? Anyway, so Bailey, what are you working on?
I have a book, a story that I started and then I stopped and I'm back on it again. And don't have nowhere near a release date or anything, but I am excited about it. And Lachey will pop up in this book some.
Are you able to tell us who the main character is?
Yeah, so my main character is Selena. Selena was in this book. It was in Valentine Quest. Selena was helping Cole set up his sister. And so they're business partners. And so she'll be around for Selena's story. And I'm excited about Selena's story because it'll incorporate some military stuff that I haven't really incorporated. And for people that don't know, I'm a military wife. So this should be pretty cool to explore.
Okay. You got my interest peaked. But this is the thing with Bailey. She want to piecemeal me, and I don't be wanting to piecemeal. She want to send me so many, and then I get so far, and I be like, okay, well, and I don't want 2 pages more. I want
I want the rest.
I want all of it. I want all of it. So
and it'll be like, okay, you read that part, but right in the middle, I inserted the 2 more chapters. So it's like, right, because I don't write in order. So I've just decided not to even ask because I know that like it's gonna change. I know I'm gonna change it, so I just don't even try no more.
So now she's just like, I'm done here. So then I'm ready.
Yeah.
But Tay is always working on something. She'll say she's not, but Tay's always tell her I'm not.
I'm not. I'm really not this time. I mean, I have ideas of like things that might get worked on. And that's all it is right now. It's just ideas. I haven't opened up any doc or anything to start writing. I'm still working on my yoga teacher training. I'm crocheting. And so I'm just waiting on somebody to finally be like, hey, let's get to work. The one that's speaking the loudest is I have a male yoga instructor that might be the owner of the yoga studio in Sweet Rapids. So he's kind of speaking. So that might probably be the next thing, but I haven't had and like I said, if it wasn't for Danielle being like, oh, I'm doing a Valentine's Day short, and I was like, well, I can do a short, I don't know when y'all would have got something for me. So
I don't be believing that. They be telling me that y'all be telling me that stuff, and then it be 2 weeks later, and be like, oh yeah, I did put something together.
That's how fast they can start talking though. But Tay is in Texas and they didn't.
I know. She was telling me.
Poor team. It's a lot happening. So you got to give your brain a break.
Yeah. So like once we got through that last crazy week, I've just been trying to like, you know, fall back into some normalcy. Which is why, like I said, I'm trying to go ahead and finish up my yoga teacher training, and because I'm over halfway done, so I'm trying to finally just buckle down and get through that. And people are paying me to crochet stuff, so I'm getting to make a sweater for somebody, and I'm just dabbling in my other passions until somebody's like, one of my characters is finally like, "Hey, come on, time to fight forward."
Right.
But yeah, I think it'll be another Cinderella story this year. So that's the one that's kind of tugging the most at the moment.
Okay.
And a yoga instructor hero
Yeah.
just
And
sounds delicious.
I mean, that's like I keep getting signs, seeing all these Black brothers doing yoga and headstands and shirtless things.
The
So I'm like,
flexibility. It's just it's a wealth of material.
yeah, you know, like just
Is this the question? Y'all not gonna come for me in this chat today. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have to drink. I'm gonna come right back. Okay, so is this the question? I know who this is because this is a book boxing buying somebody. So is anybody else doing a book box? That can't be nobody but Maisha. Is that Maisha?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Maisha.
How do you see names if it just says Facebook user?
I have it up on my phone.
Yeah, and then but
that's smart.
But I follow Maisha, and Maisha been buying book boxes and for days, and so there couldn't have been nobody but Maisha after.
I don't have any plans to do another box until who knows. Those boxes are a little difficult. It's hard to judge. It's hard to price. It's hard, you know. They're a little difficult. I did enjoy putting together the Loving Man box, but that mug took me a second to curate because I didn't want to just send out garbage, you know. So it took a second.
I think Monique said she was eating from her box.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
I brought my box upstairs. I had to tell. I told Bailey because my mother said, "Oh, let me see what you got. Let me see what's in it that I like." Ma'am,
he said, "I got this for me."
No, and I haven't touched anything. I have not eaten any candy. It's too pretty, which is like that's not why she sent it like this, but it's pretty. It's too pretty to eat. Like I don't even want to take it out of the no.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but yeah, I love the boxes, and y'all can go. You can go broke buying boxes, trying to support everybody, but I love them. I do.
Do you think readers really like? Do y'all really like boxes though?
They seem to. I might do another round of the birthday sex boxes. I'm not 100% sure on it, but I have to see because I might have those little whips, and like I bought out all her whips off of Etsy. Little whip keychains. So if she has more in stock, I might see about possibly doing another round of the birthday ones.
Okay, so Tay, you ordered stuff, right? For your sexy box.
Yes.
So when I was still in my other book club, and I did Bonded with Ezra, and I made a sandbox.
Woo!
And it came to my memories because the pictures came up, and I pulled up into the sex shop, and I sat in the parking lot because I was scared. I was scared to go in. Like I had to call my friend, and she had to walk me through. Just go in because I was looking for certain things.
Right.
Like you said, the whip. I was looking for the whip. I was looking for the ropes. I was looking for. It was a couple things I was looking for, specific things. And I just was like, I need somebody with me.
Etsy has everything. So like I was hesitant to do the birthday sex box because I was like, what am I gonna put in it? And so I found some blindfolds on Amazon, and they came in 4-packs. And I was like, okay, they put them in there. And I was like, I want one other thing to put in there. And then, you know, I don't think it's really spoiling the book, but there are some scenes where they use like a little flogger in both. And so I was like, maybe I can find like some little like keychains. So then I'm not spending too much money on an actual real one. Those things can get expensive. So I went to see, and there was a lady who has a store, and she has little whips. And so I was like, all of them. And so yeah, that having to go, because I'd be like you, I would be like really hesitant to actually go into an actual store.
I love sex shops.
Me too.
That's adorable.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I felt like Bailey was gonna throw me under the bus again.
God. I like to take people in that are so shy like you guys and just have so much fun. Oh, they are it's so many cute little things in there. Some of the
There's
stuff
so much.
Okay, so once I went in, and then I was just in there just like walking around, browsing around like I was just in a regular, just the initial, and then it's funny, they sit right on a corner. They're not somewhere discreet. They right on a corner in the big old signs, and it's like,
yeah, like, oh, there go they car as you driving past the shop.
That'd be the one time,
right?
That'd be the one time one of my kids be like, "Miss Mark, I thought I saw your car." No. No. And then when you order stuff on Amazon, that was several years ago. Do you know some of that stuff still is like from your last purchase? No. Okay.
They might have some good recommendations though. I was in there not too long ago, and this one was kind of compartmentalized. So it's like lingerie, and then a room with dildos, and then another room with floggers and stuff. But in the back, it was a room full of DVDs, and so I peeked in, and you had your mask on. So I said, people still buying DVDs, like in my mask. I had like two couples walking. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, poor husband, too, guys. Like, you do not have to make this anymore. Like, why y'all buy DVDs? Who has these players?
I love that you went in there and you shamed them not for being in the sex shop, but for buying DVDs. You were like, I'm okay with the porn guys, but DVDs, get it together.
Right. No, my
DVD, you can get a monthly subscription to Pornhub and watch all the porn you want. That's crazy.
Child. I mean, I got over it. I bought what I needed to get out of there, and I made this sandbox box, and so
that's cool.
It was they loved it. Everybody loved it, and one girl who's her husband told her, I don't know what y'all be doing at this book club, but I'm not comfortable with you still being a part of this.
Leave a little
cornballs, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Probably have a super boring sex life.
Right. Okay. Right.
He was intimidated.
But then it was like, you know who you married to, so why would you break everything out at one time? Like, oh, look at this, let's try this. You gotta slowly guide that into, Ayana, girl, that was several years ago. I wish I would go back to that. I'm not.
That stuff is expensive. I think stuff went up with the quarantine. That stuff is high.
Right. And then if anybody who went to Indie Love, Tay was at the very first one. Mm-hmm. That's what I did for the giveaways. The giveaways, and I did it the second year. The giveaways were detail boxes that everybody had donated. So I created things from the boxes, and that was one box per book. But that still gets expensive because you're running around trying to find stuff from this book and that book and all of that stuff. So I get it that it's can be very expensive to do, and then you got to pay for the shipping and handling and all that great stuff. So that was Tara that said she was good with signed books. But some people love for the boxes. I mean, I love them. I don't like to break them down. I really don't like to take them apart. You know, although you're supposed to use it, I don't like taking them apart.
She said she'll just use her belt. That's so ignorant. Exactly. Buckle side out. Just use your belt. Do the same.
Who said that? Allegra is funny. Oh, they want $50 for really? Oh, Allegra. I love you from Allegra, boy. I tell you. I tell you. Well, I am so glad you guys, I don't like to hold everybody. I'm so glad you guys were able to, I had to put my dib in first when y'all did y'all, across the board. I was like, oh no. And see, I do it when under my real name. So
yeah. We so in demand. I'm glad you got in when you did.
I know, right?
I just glad. Danielle, did you tell us what you're doing next?
She did not.
She didn't.
I am working on a story keeps coming to my head, but Alyssa and Manny, they were like, hey, but I don't know if they were just saying hi or if they really wanted, like I opened the doc and then they didn't say much and I was like, okay, y'all playing. But I'm hoping to have a story out mid-spring. I don't have many details at this juncture, but because I really haven't started on it. But it might be Alyssa and Manny. It might be something else completely. But I do have my film. The play was recorded as a film, and that will be showing on April 24th in Richmond, Virginia. So if you are nearby and want to see the film, tickets are available on Eventbrite. And the way it's set up is that if COVID regulations change, then you automatically get your money back. And so, the venue that I booked with, they will give me my money back too. And so, because I had to make sure of that, because things could go either way at this point. And so, so that's all I'm working on, and trying to get people to read the cask and join me for a discussion on Clubhouse on the 19th.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about the cask for those of us who don't know. That know the book, but don't know what it's all about.
It is inspired by Edgar Allan Poe's The Cask of Amontillado, and it is a enemies to lovers story that follows the same beats as Edgar Allan Poe's story, but it is completely different insofar as it being a romance with Black characters, and it is it's a little sexy. It's a little there's an undertone. There's an undertone of.
Y'all saw how she did that real smooth. And
yeah. They don't ever write nothing that's a little
sexy. They all saying it's a lot sexy.
It's a lot sexy.
There's a little sexiness to it, but there's also this undertone of you don't know what's going to happen. And so the hope is always that people will read Edgar Allan Poe's original version, his short story first, and then read the cask, because then you'll be able to pick up on some things that you might not have noticed if you didn't read it. Now, you'll enjoy it even if because I've had people who didn't read the cask at all, didn't read the Cask of Amontillado and didn't look it up. They remembered it from 9th grade and kept it moving, and they still enjoyed it. But there are little key things that you will you'll pick up on if you do read Poe's version first. And but yeah, it has a little element of you just don't know how it's going to pan out. And that makes me excited.
Yeah, I think that listening to the cliff notes of the story before I read Danielle's story helped. I mean, it just made it even that much better because I really understood from where she was coming from in the backstory. But as authors, we always want you to get what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So when we ask you, or at the beginning, we say, hey, everybody, this is a short, like don't flip out, please understand. So when the author says, read something in advance so you can understand it, because we really just want you to get it. And I got it. I thought it was great.
Thank you. That makes me happy.
Monique said she's adding it to her TBR. It's on my TBR.
Yes.
Some of us have been.
What y'all think about that cigar when y'all
Yes. When you read it,
I want a cigar.
So does anybody have quick questions they want to pop out real quick before we shut it down? If you do, throw them in there in the chat box for us real quick. Maisha, I'm sorry. No, it still wasn't coming up. I think I don't know if you heard me when I said that. I still couldn't see. She might have got mad and left. I hope not. I hope not. So, and I'm not saying this because of Indie Love. Are you guys planning on doing, all three of them are doing Indie Love's virtual event later on in June. So are there any other virtual events that you plan on participating in that you could plug? Okay, I'm glad you're still here. Thank you, Maisha. Anybody have any questions? Throw your questions in there real quick.
I can't think of any. I don't know if anyone has reached out and asked me to do any that I can think of.
It still requires planning, so I don't know. I mean,
I got reached out to from Lashira for Lights, Camera, Action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Love Belvin's virtual signing. That's her. That's her thing. That's not where she's inviting other authors to participate.
I'll be there as a guest.
Me too.
I bought my book.
I bought mine too. That's what I'm saying. Boy, y'all be giving me at $50 a whop. I'll just be like, Lord Jesus, I need a side hustle. To keep up. Seriously.
When I did the Poe boxes, the shipping came up to be $18, and I didn't anticipate that. And so I was just like, I don't know if I can do these boxes again because I didn't factor that in.
With you, did you United Postal Service?
USPS?
Yeah. With like priority?
It ended up having to be priority because it was more than just books in there.
No, I know, because when I did mine, I used UPS, and they were cheaper and faster. Some people told me my book, they got those boxes like as soon as I mailed them out, UPS was delivering them. And I know usually for us, we just send in books, we do media mail, but UPS was on it.
Then I might have to look into that, because when I got to the register and they were like, that'll be 18, and I had an armful of boxes, and I was like, each? I was not ready, but I was like, all right.
I feel you.
Yeah. I think when I did the night boxes, they came out to around 9 or 10 through USPS, and I was like,
because when you don't factor that in when you're pricing it, and then and you don't want to charge too much, but then when you look at how much it is for the books and then the shipping, it's like, will people even buy it if once it's $65, $75? Because that's the only way,
right,
to make it work.
Right. You were saying earlier you want to put quality stuff in it, and then you factor in the shipping and handling. It's a lot. I learned that after we had to cancel last year. It was like, I should do this. Maisha, I'm like you. I mean, when you factor in, Maisha says she'll pay shipping. So if you make another box, she'll get it.
Oh, thanks, Maisha.
She need to partner with somebody. Y'all need to have her make some commercials, and she'll sell them. I believe Maisha will sell those boxes. So nobody has any quick questions? Okay. Anybody want to share anything?
I did want to point out that somebody earlier mentioned the pantry.
Listen, after reading Tay's book, I was like, I need a pantry.
Girl.
I want a scavenger hunt to end with me in a pantry. Like that's
A big one, not a little one.
right.
Look.
It was a big pantry in my mind. Like I went to Pinterest and I was like, oh, that's a nice one with a nice, clean, empty wall.
Yeah, like that's what I envisioned for myself. I was like, I need a scavenger hunt that ends with me in a pantry. That's what I need for my life. And so
Food afterwards.
yes, exactly. So then after we get it in, then the food that he has made secret recipe, like I'm famished at this point because like so I feel like they inspired me.
Yes.
Very much so.
This was fun.
All of them did. Like, let me get my love life together. Let me just. So next Valentine's, I won't be saying, "No, happy Valentine's Day to whoever. Enjoy your day." I could be that one. Look, here we go. Where he at? Where he at? Because he ain't on the second floor. I'm just playing. Let me stop. Monique said the scavenger hunt that ends in the pantry with Manny. Well,
yes.
If you write Manny's story, I'm here for everything, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Whether they tangled up in the sheets or not, I'm here for it. All of them, really. I'm just like, I want to see some more of these people. That's the thing about shorts. You get just enough. I mean, they're full stories, but they get you. It's like, okay, I want to know what's going to happen next. Are they going to make it? Are they not going to make it? You know, are they going to share this head chef position? All of that good stuff. You know, they're going to open their own restaurants. The way they was maneuvering in that kitchen together, and you know, all of that.
The way they was moving in that kitchen together.
Right. Yes, they right. You know, somebody else. Will you cook for me or will you cook with me? Yeah, see. Anyway, I want to thank everybody that joined us this evening. I don't know when I'll be back, y'all. I really don't. I got to get out of this. I think I'm out this slump. Y'all help pull me out of this reading slump. And I hate when I get like that. It's really rare that I ever get into like a reading slump. But y'all help pull me out of it with these short stories. So
that's awesome.
That makes me happy.
Yes, Monique. All three were great. They really were. All three were great. All I need to do now is my reviews, and reviews crack me up. I just need to do my reviews, and my reviews. That's a story. That's a subject for another day. So thank you, Ayana, Allegra, Maisha. I saw Terry and Mimi had popped in too. It's about 14. I think we have 20 people. So I want to thank everybody who participated, came in. Thank you, ladies, definitely for letting me pick the brain for a little bit, take a little bit of your Friday evening. I really appreciate it. And if you missed it, it will be posted on my YouTube channel within a week, and then I'll send everybody. I'll send you guys the link as well. So, if you people, thank you, Marshall. We love you too. Well, you talking to them, so no.
Yep, love you, Marshall.
Love you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, you all have a great evening, and you ladies hold on for just 1 second.
Okay.